So this is a question that I've been wondering since the Child's Play 2019 remake was initially announced, and that was, what will a Child's Play 2019 sequel look like? So we have the Child's Play remake coming out. What would a sequel to that look like, and when will it come out? Well, I think it only depends on, if the movie does well financially. Critically, I think even if it tanks, if it still makes a profit, and a pretty damn good profit at that, then the Child's Play remake will likely get a sequel. But what would that look like? Well, with the Chucky buddy doll being artificial and not tied to any voodoo or Charles Lee Ray, any previous serial killers, the story isn't tied to one character because the Chucky buddy doll is artificial. It doesn't have a soul, it's not a character, it's just Chucky, it's an artificial doll. The story isn't tied to one character, and in the original Child's Play series, that was Charles Lee Ray, and how he possessed the Chucky doll. So the potential of a sequel of Child's Play 2019 is almost limitless because the doll is artificial. The AI concept in the Child's Play remake makes it much easier to have MGM churn out sequels. The AI concept is basically unlimited potential, and it makes it way easier for MGM to just put out sequel after sequel if the Child's Play box office does well, and this is the reason. Chucky's goal in the initial Child's Play film trilogy was to transfer his soul into Andy's body and then use the amulet in the later movies. That was a clear motive in the initial Child's Play film trilogy. Chucky wants to get in Andy's body, and there was a clear end point until the original Andy storyline was replaced with Bride, Seed, and the like. But an AI serial killer with no motive but to kill? There's a lot of room to explore and go with here. They can even pull a Cult of Chucky and have an army of evil buddy dolls roaming around and going on killing sprees as artificial intelligence. But I don't want that to happen because that would be kind of, treading similar territory to Cult of Chucky. And I feel like if Child's Play 2019, a sequel were to happen, it would need to cover new ground to a certain extent. I mean, it doesn't need to reinvent the wheel, but it needs to cover new ground to a certain extent. So Child's Play remake the sequel, I mean, there would have to be ramifications if, one of the theories of the movie is correct, and Aubrey Plaza's character, Karen Barkley, works at the Buddy Doll, Castland Corporation, and if she works with the Buddy Dolls as sort of a PR person, there would have to be ramifications for the Buddy Dolls going on a killing spree, and I would like to see a potential sequel to that with those characters. I wouldn't like if Karen Barkley in this remake, if there was a sequel, her to go in the nut house. I would not like her to just be not a character anymore. I would love there to be ramifications for her and not end up in a asylum. So I would want there to be actual, stakes and tension with that character, and I would want there to be an actual development with that character aside from, just throwing her in the asylum, the insane asylum. But yeah, I would love to see that. Maybe, Andy can grow up, and maybe he can grow up with his group of friends, just like It Chapter 2. The potential is quite limitless with this Child's Play remake potential sequel idea, and with the Chucky buddy doll being artificial, he doesn't have a clear motive, so there's no end point. So they can span on Chucky movies forever, kind of like what Cult is doing with the 3 different Chuckies or 4 different Chuckies, however many it was. This cult of Chucky just going around and causing mass hysteria. That's a great idea, and I could feel, I could really see the Child's Play remake going in that direction with its sequels, especially because Charles Lee Ray, the serial killer, is not possessing the buddy doll, it is just artificial, so its motives are non-existent, which leads to potential storytelling, areas, beyond belief, It just, it lets the floodgates open. But yeah guys, what would you like to see in this Child's Play remake and its sequel? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, this is all speculation at this point. We haven't even seen the movie. The movie comes out June 21st, 2019, this Child's Play remake. And, you know, of course, there might be a sequel if the movie does well, and I'm betting that the Child's Play remake will do well. I mean, it's Chucky, it's pretty profitable, and also with AI, and I don't know, I think it'll do well, especially because remakes nowadays, they tend to do well, right, for horror movies. I don't know, but let me know in the comment section below. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.